we know the power of this, and it's ultimately why we are even here tonight at all. But the cross has another metaphorical meaning. It represents a crossroads for the entire world, where anybody could make the decision to pursue a well-lit pathway leading to life with God forever in heaven. The cross is simultaneously a mile marker for the playing out of God's divine plan, and also a crosshairs, emphasizing that the greatest event in all of history happened right here, and it's the most important thing that we could ever focus on.
I am a complete and utter hopeless romantic, and I like to think that I have a well-educated, well-rounded education when it comes to movies, but once, twice, 3, 10 times a year, I will always fall back on that terrible romantic comedy where you can guess the entire plot and outcome from the movie based on the title, and it usually,
So, first thing I have to say to you, first note that I have for you, is this in the way? You guys see me? Cool. All right. Where you are born defines you. That's my first note. Take it to heart. Who was born in state? Raise your hands. Okay, I'm down. Who was born out of state? Raise your hands. Interesting. Okay. Did you raise your hands twice? No, I'm just kidding. Who was born out of country? Raise your hands. I was born in Marindera, Zimbabwe, which is pretty cool. My birth certificate is crooked, and that defines me. Moving on. We are going to jump into scripture real quick. I'm going to be reading Mark chapter 9, verses 38 through 40.
Well, I got really lucky tonight. Just as the doors opened and we were all coming in here, I was starting to come in and I glanced back and this beautiful woman walked through the door. And so I just got up the courage, went and asked her if she'd sit with me. She said yes, and my wife Tamara sitting right over there. I want to take the next few moments to comment on one aspect of what Jesus commissioned his followers to do, the church. And that's to announce a message to the world. It's a message that God's people in the Old Testament were told to speak to and live out. It's a message that Jesus himself proclaimed. And it's a message that we as the church have the joy, really, and privilege of sharing because we have a completeness of understanding of the message that God's people.
Who helped me put this together. It was a long time in the making. I actually remember back in, I want to say February or March, I was living back at GCU and I was walking the Panda Express. I actually came across Hannah, Emily, and a group of some other friends from Bethany, and I was kind of talking over this idea of getting to come together and do this event. And it's just crazy to think, because that seemed like yesterday, that here we are, finally getting this thing done. So, what we've kind of been going over, and the main focus of the entire night as a whole, and the message that we've been relaying through all the four amazing speakers tonight, is that the church is not this building here on 43rd Avenue in Thunderbird. It's not that building over on 7th Avenue in Bethany Home. It's all of us here together.